So the way we check for purity is we use a device called the identifier. So I've got two different styles of identifiers. One is a Yokagawa. I'm going to show you how to use it. The other is a Robinair. So let's use the Yokagawa identifier first. Here's the tool. It's got a hose and a power cord. Okay? So the power cord just plugs right into the back here. Be careful when you're connecting and disconnecting this power cord because that fitting is a little fragile. I've had to open this machine up before and work on the fitting, and it's a little fragile, so be careful when you're connecting it. Okay? Just plug it right on there. And then it gets its power from the vehicle battery. We're going to power this up to the vehicle battery. Here's my battery. Red on positive, black on negative. Then we got to connect the hose. The hose is just a little quick connect coupling. You push it right into the machine there, like this. Then you just basically follow the directions on the screen. Okay? It says connect hose, and it says it's compensating right now and warming up. When it tells you to, you'll connect this to the vehicle. Alright? So we'll wait a minute here until it tells us to connect to the vehicle. This connects to the low side port on the vehicle. So it says ready to test. So I'm going to connect it to the vehicle. I'll go to the low side port. It's right here. And it's got the quick connect coupling on it. You pull up on the collar and push down. And then I have to turn the coupling on. So I turn this clockwise. Before I turn this coupling on, there's no refrigerant passing through that joint. So I turn the coupling on. Then it tells me to press the button. So I'm going to press the button, ready to test, and press the button fully. So I'm going to press this down for a couple of seconds, then release it. Then basically what I just did is let a little bit of that refrigerant into the machine, and in a few seconds it's going to tell me if that refrigerant is pure. If it's pure, it's okay to work with. Okay? It says it gave an error. So I'll do it again. It says you press the button again. Alright? Here we go. So I'll hold it down a couple of seconds here, then release it, and we'll see what it does. We like for this to be 100% pure R134. Sometimes there can be a little bit of air in the AC system, and we don't really want air to be there, but a couple of percent of air won't hurt anything. If it's more than a couple of percent of air, then we probably need to recover it to get all the air removed from it. Okay, so it has ran the test, and the result is at the top it says recoverable, which means I can pull it into my machine safely. It gives me percentages. R134 was 100%, R12, hydrocarbons, R22, and air were 0%. This machine checks all of those items. Checks the R12, hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are flammable type refrigerants. R22 is a land-based type refrigerant, and it says there's no air in there. So I can safely work with this vehicle and hook the equipment to it. Okay? When I'm done, I just take the power cord back off, unhook it here, then turn the Schrader port off. The way I do that is turn this counterclockwise, and then quickly remove this, and then I'm done. I can take it and put the machine back away, and I'm ready to either check the pressures or to hook a recovery machine up and pull the refrigerant out. Okay? Here's the Robinair refrigerant identifier. And the first thing you're going to want to do to this thing is connect it to some power, because it takes a couple of minutes for it to warm up. So basically all you do is you connect it to power and wait until it says it's ready. Let's make a little bit of noise there. do not connect this to the vehicle until it tells you to. If you do that, you'll have to do it over. Now it says connect hose to vehicle. Now we're ready. So here's my hose. I just leave this connected to the machine. Now you can take the power cord off the machine when you're done, but I just leave the hose connected so it doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on that connection. But this one, I connect it to the machine or to the vehicle. It's got a little coupler on it. So I'll pull up on the coupler and connect it to the low side here. Okay, so it's connected. Now it doesn't have a valve on top that I turn it on with. It's got a valve in the middle part of its body. But I'm going to turn it clockwise. I'm going to turn it clockwise. So I turn it clockwise so refrigerant can flow through that joint up to the machine. Now there's refrigerant going to the machine. The machine's going to tell me to push one of its buttons to do the test. It says connect hose to vehicle and press A. So I'm going to press A for 2 or 3 seconds and then release it. Then in a few seconds it's going to give me feedback on if it's recoverable or not.
What's the filter for on that one?
It's just to protect its internal testing device. It has to be serviced periodically. So it's a very, very precise test that it's running, so it doesn't want a bunch of trash being pumped into that sensing device. All right. It says R134A pass, so it passed. That's all it says. No percentages, okay? So when you're done, I should have showed you this one first, shouldn't I? Right. Now, when you're done, remember to turn this valve counterclockwise to turn that fitting off. And then pull up on the little coupling, quickly release it. And then disconnect your power from your battery. And you're ready to do further work on this vehicle because it's pure. Okay?